I just wanted to make a quick video on how I travel, some of the gear I take. I thought with our upcoming trip, I just kind of go over what we carry, things that we've learned, things we're always learning when we're going out there. But firstly, I'd like to say a lot of these YouTube videos, some of these people are paid for the stuff that they're talking about. I'm not paid for any of this stuff. It's all stuff that we bought, we use every time we go out. Stuff that I like, stuff that works for us. So yeah, this is my honest opinion on this stuff. And secondly, always wherever you're traveling to, check country regulations, check your airline regulations, because if you're watching this video later on, things might change. Regulations change all the time. So just double check up on that. This is kind of what I have right now, what I found right now, and it could change. So like for example, real quick, the backpacks or your luggage size, I've seen anywhere from 40 liters to 50 liters, different dimensions, varying dimensions. Things can maybe allowed smaller, bigger later on. So this is just one example. So just kind of check up right before you leave, make sure you're all set to go in that department. So first, start with my backpack here. We carry these Osprey backpacks. This particular one is just the Farpoint 55. It's not the Trek version. I'm not sure quite what the difference is between the Trek and this particular one, but this backpack has been absolutely great. The nice thing about this is this right here is a day pack. It unzips from the main pack. So I load this stuff up when we go out walking around and keep water bottles, keep other camera equipment, keep all kinds of stuff in here. It's awesome. It's overall size, interior is big, it's comfortable, and it's been through quite a bit, and it's done great. I have zero tears, doesn't show anywhere. If something happened to it, I would definitely buy this again. So this has been a real good backpack. I would recommend this one. Second thing we got here that we learned kind of unfortunately in a hard way is your battery packs. I now carry 3 battery packs. The reason we now carry these is we were stuck in the middle of the night on our first trip to Italy, trying to get to our hotel at about 11:30 at night, and our phones were literally on 2% because the chargers weren't working on the train. So the way these work, there is a number on a battery pack. This particular one is 10,400 milliamp hour. What that means is that's the amount of power that's inside. So for example, to charge my phone battery is the S9, and that is a 3,000 milliamp hour battery. So this fully charged will fully charge my phone 3 times, should. So yeah, whatever else you might be charging, kind of take into account maybe what size battery that is, if you need to carry, how many you might need to carry, and if you'll be able to keep everything charged that you need to. The next thing I have here is this outlet. It's a multi outlet. This particular one's made by Porcella. We got this off Amazon, I believe, at the time, and I think the other day it was about 12 bucks. But again, we thought we had the right outlet our first trip to Italy. We didn't. Ended up having to buy something we thought would work down at a corner store. It was like €3 and it didn't work. So this has now been our thing to go to. I actually want to get another one. I don't know if I'll have time to get another one in time, but it's been great. It has 2 USB ports, which mainly are what we use. This little slider here is a USA Australia, so what we can do is we'll slide that out. So you got our regular forward USA plugs, but in Australia, just a little twist, get a little angle there. And then on the other side is the UK. Get your 3-prong there. And then the regular Euro 2-prong here. This thing, I don't know, half a pound. It's super light. Comes with a little bag too. I keep it in a little bag. But yeah, and then some other ports on the side here. So it's a nice handy thing. So next up is your cell phone. Sometimes people forget about this. We have them every day. We have them with us all the time. It becomes something you just kind of have. You want to make sure your particular cell phone plan or the company that you're with offers international to where you might be going, and so you're covered. You can buy a SIM card in some countries to make that work and be helpful for you. I personally have not looked into that because my plan, we get 2G coverage across the world, and we've been okay. Well, texting and email and all that stuff is fine. You just can't make phone calls. We'll get charged for phone calls. Any phone calls we'll make, we'll wait till we get back to the hotel and just use Wi-Fi. Other than that, we've been able to get around fine, maps and whatnot. Some other things with your phone, you usually 2G, it's fairly slow. So one thing that we found that I've learned, because we bought train tickets on our phone, and then you get on the train and you need to validate when they come through. The person working the train will come through and scan your ticket. Well, if you have a slow data, or if the train's out in the middle of nowhere and has no data and you can't pull up your ticket, guess what? You're getting a €150 fine for your $10 ticket that you can't show them. So what I would recommend and what I do is screenshots. So you pull up your ticket, it's usually a QR code. You may have a barcode, but it's typically a QR code. Screenshot it, and then you can just pull that up within your camera for them to scan with their tool to verify and validate your ticket. Another thing to do is maybe screenshot your directions if you're traveling somewhere, or download to use offline maps to when you're out walking around traveling. There's a couple things that I've found that were helpful with the cell phone. Next are some of these. What are these? Well, this is obviously a wallet. Just a basic trifold wallet and a passport holder. In particular with these though, these are RFID protective. So your credit cards, all that, now that we have the chips in our credit cards, keep all my credit cards in my wallet RFID protected, as well as our passports in RFID protectors. So when we're out walking around, obviously I don't know if they've worked, which is a good thing, but my cards have been fine all the time that we've traveled. So if they've worked, it's worked, but just another little security thing to kind of protect yourself while you're out. Reading before you go. Us particularly with Europe, we like Rick Steves' books. He travels like 5-6 months out of the year, every year over there in Europe. And then he updates these books all the time. Yeah, this is 2015, but they come out all the time, sometimes with little updates, sometimes with big updates. But we find his books to be the most helpful. So yeah, if you're traveling somewhere, at least take a look at his and see what kind of information you find in his books. Something I found out yesterday that I should have had before, because I've driven around Europe, and I wasn't worried about it, but I need it, and I got it today. If you're driving pretty much anywhere in the world while you're on vacation, you're going to need one of these, an International Driving Permit, IDP. It's good for 174 countries currently. You want to make sure this is recognized in a country you might be traveling to. But if you're pulled over, you need your valid driver's license with you and this. You need them both. I've never been asked for it. Some rental cars they'll ask you for it, but I've never been asked. I never thought of it. To be honest, I didn't really know. But yes, this is something we need. I got this at AAA. I got it just this morning. It It was only $20 plus I had my picture fee. I think 38 bucks. So, and it's good for 1 full year, 1 calendar year from your purchase date. So if you travel multiple countries within a year or whatever, you just take this same one with you, and as long as you're in a country that it's accepted, then you're good to go. Some of the other things we carry with us, I got these bags here. There's different sizes. Got a bigger one, a medium, and then a small one here. What I do with these are keep dirty laundry, dirty clothes, anything that might get muddy for, if it rains or whatever. Keep these separate from our my main good clothes before I can do laundry. They're water resistant, they're scent, they'll lock in the scent too, so you get all sweaty or whatever. You're not really stinking up your whole backpack or other clothes. These are very useful. We got a couple sets of these. There's a couple different brands. These particular ones are RAI basic brand, the better one. It's called a stuff sack, and it has some straps to kind of really shrink everything down. But these work fine. But yeah, kind of recommend that too. Make sure your passport is valid, and it will be valid for the time that you're gone. Some people forget about their passport, think it might be good. They're usually good for 5 or 10 years. I'll have to double check. But being valid for so long, you might forget to check that your passport is valid when you go to leave. So double check that. I recommend always having a little bit of cash. Well, you can carry as much cash as you want, but have some smaller denominations of cash and change, even though they're $1s and $2 or the coins, for your tolls and your taxis and little things like that. You don't want to be stuck with a $100 bill and you're trying to pay a $2 toll or something. It makes things difficult. So have a little bit of cash on you at all times. Your charging cables, you don't want to get over there and then not be able to charge something that's important. I have to charge between my cell phone, my wife's cell phone, my GoPro cameras, my batteries. I mean, that's 4 or 5 different chargers that I need to make sure I carry. So whatever you might be charging, make sure you have a charger for that. And laundry, we all got to do laundry at some point if you're going to stay clean. So a lot of hotels over there don't have laundry service in their hotels. They're kind of privately owned, and it's just not what, in Europe particularly, we find it's not something that's common. So how far away a laundry service might be, or if you're traveling and moving, at what point can you do laundry to clean your clothes. So the backpack, going back to the backpack real quick, the backpack has been great because we've always been up and moving and traveling. We do maybe 3 days somewhere, 3 days somewhere else, so it's easy and it's nice to just load up your backpack and you can just walk with it. It's comfortable that way. But this next trip coming up that we have here in a couple days, we're going to be staying in the same hotel for 2 weeks. So we're not going to be hopping trains or hopping airplanes and needing to do all that stuff. So I'm not taking the backpack this time. I'm still going to take the day pack because, like I said, it is good. And we'll be going to the track and we'll be out and about. So having the day pack is still a good thing. So I'm going to bring the day pack. But what we just got is this Travel Pro Crew 11 suitcase, which is rated to fit in the overhead bin of airplanes. So because we're not traveling, like I said, we're going to pack everything in here. My wife and I both got one, and I'm going to try this thing out. Rolling it around the house, kind of playing with it. It's very, very smooth. So far, I'm happy with the quality of it and everything. The laptop that I just got is a 15-inch laptop, and it fits perfectly in this front pouch here. If I had gone with the 17, well, it wouldn't fit. So 15-inch or smaller fits right in the front here. Got some pouches up here, and then we got a full open inside. I haven't even taken out. This is a suit. It comes with a suit holder, or maybe your dress holder if you're a lady. But I'm not gonna need that. But yeah, it comes with a suit holder, and then should be able to pack everything in here. Let's see here, and then of course we got the extended handle, which is very smooth. And the other thing, let me zip this up here real quick. The other thing that we got this for is this is one of the new suitcases that has the charger battery. So with the battery packs that we carry, I can keep one in here, and you plug it in here, and the port here, so you plug your phone or whatever in, and you can start charging right out of your suitcase. So if there's no charging station where they're charging dock tables at the airports like you see everybody huddled around, you can go sit in the corner and be by yourself and charge off your suitcase. So I'm excited to use this. So far it seems like good quality. It's got good ratings. It's on sale at this time. I'll put all the description or all the links down below for anything that I have here. But yeah, I'm excited to go on our next trip. If you guys want to come along to that, go ahead and subscribe. We're going over to Italy, so we'll be in Italy for 2 weeks. And yeah, I hope this video was helpful for you guys, give you some ideas. If you guys have any questions or comments, just leave them down in the comment section. And yeah, I'll learn too. Do you guys have ideas for me on how you guys travel? And let me know. All right, later.